Big up CJ the Real J, aka BaZ. We outside. We outside by the lake. Yeah, I like it out here. It's super dope. You can hear the creatures outside. Reminds me of home. More on that coming soon. Yeah. CJ in the cut and out the cut. Big up all the West man one time. Straight out of West, straight out of the VI. Yes, I.
Back on a session of blended samples, you already know.
Sorry, y'all. It's frigid. In this fuck-ass temperature. It's rainy. Ooh, that shit feel good. Call me a rotisserie chicken. Call me a roast pork. Don't forget the concept. Fuck. I almost forgot the water. I didn't remember that fuck this up. What I go viral and that one I suck. Oh shit. I'm feeling lit. Down in must be the shots of Henry the ladies.
What's up? We're here with the latest episode with the Sample Podcast. I got the up and coming artist from the Virgin Islands. Her name is CJ. Big up CJ, one time.
Whoa, big up CJ, the real J, that's me. Always the real J, never the fake one. Tell them first.
This episode has been brought to you by your CBD store. You burn nothing but the best moon rock at your local CBD store. And Cuz right here, she contested that earlier. She was on that moon rock, so she know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Talk about that later, but let's just jump right into it. You know, since we get a chance, a once in a lifetime chance to speak to an artist like yourself. Do you please introduce yourself to the world?
If you don't know me now, you know. I am CJ the Real J, aka BaZ. If you see me in the streets, feel free to call me Siege. If you see me on the stage, you will call me BaZ.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm your local bad girl. And I make music for the R&B babies, the reggae hot dubsteppers. I make music for the oppressed. I make music for the creatively challenged. I make music for the R&B babies. Did I say that already?
Yeah.
And I make music for the dancehall shawties too.
Dancehall shawties. So, are you from a musical family, or artistic family? Like, is that your background?
Artistic, yes, because I believe artistry could be expressed in many different ways and in different venues. Musically, most of my family isn't really musically inclined, but definitely a few notable people would be like my aunt, who has been a professional singer for years, and her son is a professional pianist going to college for it now. So I guess in the new generation, music is becoming a more prominent thing. And my second and third cousins, I do have some pretty notable people in my family who've already made it in the rap game. But as far as like instrumentalism, classical music, stuff like that, I think I'm like the first of my kind, really, kind of trailblazing to allow like the younger generation to be able to do this freely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know, like, because in a West Indian household, studying music professionally isn't necessarily frowned upon, but it's like, yo, how is this gonna pay your bills? You know, like how any parent would be concerned, like, it's not really like oh my gosh, yes, I'm so proud of you, I'm gonna support you in everything you do. It's not that. So you gotta work your way up to that by proving yourself to yourself, and then everybody else catch on later. Sometimes family is the last to catch on.
All right, and who inspired you to do music again?
Who inspired me? A lot of great people inspired me. Outside of my aunt, because again, she's always been a fixture in my life doing music, singing and whatnot. I'd say perhaps, dang, bro, I can't even choose one, but I gotta mention some of the greats like Miss Jill Scott, Miss Lauren Hill.
Shout out to Lauren Hill, Jill Scott.
Shout out to the Queen, Lauren, Big L, one time. Also got shout out a lot of gospel influencing like Donnie McClurkin, Yolanda Adams, like Kirk Franklin.
Heavyweight.
Yeah, they're heavyweights and not necessarily like for singing either, for their compositional skills. I admire people like Jacob Collier for his use of harmony. Masego wasn't really one of the people that inspired me, but he's someone that inspires me a lot now at an older age, at this bigger age, you know? Because you never stop growing, you never stop learning.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, do you play any instruments?
So when I was in high school, I played sax pretty well. I haven't picked it up in maybe like 2 years though. You know, when you go to university for music, any kind of music though, they do have you take a piano proficiency course. So I took a few of those. I could play chords and make it sound good, but I wouldn't consider that playing though. I can't really play by ear. I could read sheet music a few times and kind of finesse my way one hand, but other than that, like, it have to be more percussion instruments, maybe like a Cajun or like on a drum line. I could, I'll hold a beat battle over.
So what was the first instrument that you learned how to play?
Dang, they try to put me on keys. They're not trying to put me on keys, bro, but like even after like what 4 years of on and off kind of trying it, I don't really have much of the dexterity for it. I picked up bass not too long ago though. I'm getting way much more proficient at bass, which is surprising because it's a stringed instrument. What about you? You don't play no instruments?
So I don't play the instruments, but I love to beat on tables. So you say drums. I don't play any, but I'm going to learn how to play the sax. Just haven't figured out which one I want, whether it's to be alto or
baritone.
Baritone. Yeah, I haven't decided yet, but I know I want the sax. That I do know, working on that. And then it's going to be the horn. I'm a big Louis Armstrong fan.
Your armature gotta be on point.
Yeah, no doubt. So how did you learn how to write songs?
It's not a learned skill. It's not a learned skill. Self-expression was very, very different for me growing up because I grew up religious.
Okay.
My family raised me very religious. I grew up in the house. I didn't really have friends outside of like church or school.
Okay.
So getting lost in books, words, writing was kind of like my solace. And it developed from like something that was purely self-expression to something that was like self-expression that I can share with people. It went from like private to, hey, like, suppose there's somebody else that feels just like me.
Right.
And who could relate to this song. And then the thing is, like, interpretation is ever changing. Like, I could write a song for this situation 10 years ago and you could apply to an entirely different unintended situation in 100 years from now. And it'll still be relevant to you because interpretation is fluid.
So what is the story behind your name, CJ?
Well, I mean, CJ is my initials. I'm not gonna share my full name.
Never.
Yeah, but CJ is my initials. When I graduated high school, I went to college. Everyone was calling me CJ. You could catch me on Instagram at that tag, by the way, CJDEHREALJ. CJ, the real J.
The real J.
Yeah.
So,
as for my stage name BaZ, completely coincidental. Like, bro, like it's short for BaZ. But then it occurred to me that name sounds familiar. I gotta be impersonating somebody. So I went on the inters of net. I found out, then I did learn about Basquiat in school. Basquiat was like one of, or the first of his kind in the neo-expressionism movement. That neo-expressionism movement was led by black folk, and I feel like I want to be a shining light to my community. I want to be able to lead the youth them. Like, I want to be able to hand on a torch that's worth passing. I feel like that should be associated with my name because your name is also a part of your legacy. Yeah.
That's definitely powerful. I mean, you don't get many artists. And how old are you?
22.
You don't get artists this young talking that leadership mentality, you know, like these babies are different, man. These babies are different. So I gotta ask, for those who never heard of you, pretty sure they want to know, like, how would you describe your music?
Well, I don't make one genre of music. I'm not confined to one genre. Because I'm influenced from so many things, I find myself branching into an equally numerous amount of genres as well. Like, I have dancehall tunes. I went to school for classical music, so of course I sing some classical type stuff as well. You know, one or two of my arrangements are voiced for like a couple of voices on a more operatic scale or on a more operatic approach. Yeah, of course, I fully wholeheartedly once again enjoy making music for the R&B babies because I am one of y'all. We are one and the same. But other than that, bruh, my band and I we'll fuck around and make. Oh, can I cuss? Damn, I'm sorry.
Of course you can.
We'll mess around and we'll make anything, bro. We already made like rock music. We made ska, bro. We sat down there and done like a cover of Polyphia, which is like a cross metal fusion rock pop, like, you know, we kind of like we touch everywhere.
Okay, so can you describe to them like what is your creative process?
A creative process, a typical creative process for me would be I work better earlier in the morning. I'd wake up, ideally drink some water or some tea, and then sit down on my laptop, open Logic, immediately start either like dissecting something that I've worked on already or start something new. If I'm starting a new project, I will like select a beat that I've had made for me or that I bought or I would have made previously with one of my producer friends, drag and drop it, and I'll just let it loop and I'll start humming. And then I'll record the hum. It's nonsensical. It sounds like it sounds crazy. It's gibberish. Don't worry about that. Okay, trust the process. Trust the process.
Take off the glasses for that.
Trust the process.
Trust the process.
It might sound crazy, but at the end of it, those mumblings turn into words. Those words turn into phrases. All I know is that exactly I communicated what I was feeling. And my music is emotion based. You know, like it's sometimes where I can't get the words. Sometimes I'll have like words come out randomly, you know, but like where I can't get the words, then the melody will tell me where to go.
Okay.
But I must say, if I say one, I must say two. I'm not the perfect artist. I can't spend too much time on a project. I'll get kind of flustered. So the trick to my creativity staying ignited is that while I'm still excited and I'm passionate about a project, I step away from the project. You know, let my ears rest so that they don't get tired. Let my brain rest, reset, and come back in about 15 minutes, you know. And I sit down with a fresh set of eyes, ears, and fresh voice half the time too. I come in and I do something completely different and off kilter from the first time. I find most of the songs that sound more monotonous is things that I try to get done in one sitting.
Okay. Alright. So, do you create for yourself or for your fans?
I don't have fans yet, so really and truly, I guess I have like supporters already, yes. But like to say like a large scale of fans that are like demanding, oh my god, we want more. They ain't reached there yet.
Oh, they're coming. And
They
hear
coming,
that lovely
hopefully.
voice. So, okay. Do you prefer to listen to music or create?
That's not fair. I don't think I could choose necessarily. I love creating music equally as much as I love to listen to music because you have a different experience every time you listen to something. You can listen to the same song 7 million times,
Facts.
but you'll only have the same experience once, maybe twice. Like, yeah, man. That's what's up.
All right, and like, so did your style evolve since the beginning of your career? Which I'm pretty sure, did your style evolve since the beginning? Which I'm pretty sure it has.
I was doing covers in the beginning of my journey. Like, my first really recorded and then like mixed that I mixed myself song was a Marvin Gaye cover of Just to Keep You Satisfied.
Okay.
I feel like I've evolved a lot since then, yes.
So Marvin Gaye definitely good. I would love to hear a cover, a Marvin Gaye cover, because she got a lovely voice. So that's definitely one to bookmark. What do you enjoy most about being a musician?
Working with other competent musicians, hands down, period. I don't even need to think about it, bro. The joy in creating music is creating music with other people that are better than you. Period. You always got straight to be the least talented person in the room, bro. Now, I'm not saying to have a lack of ambition. Obviously, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, there's always somebody better than you, and if you ain't looking for them people, bro, you holding yourself back. Yeah.
One more time, if you're not looking for them type of people, you're holding yourself back, baby. All right. So, how do you juggle being an artist, having a full-time job, taking care of you, those you love, you know, and being able to still juggle that? How do you do that for everybody who has to work 2 jobs, you know, who has a family, so when they get home, they don't have all that time to go ahead and stop and write some shit or, you know, create a song or just, you know, jot something down in a notebook? How do you juggle that?
I'm not going to lie to you. I had to take off the shades because this is real. Let me look directly at the
It's real. We
lens.
should take off the shades, baby.
Hola.
Take off the shades. You know it's real.
Yo, let me explain to you, right? Where I come from, bro, cost of living is so high. Most people have 2 jobs to survive because a 2-person household income is not enough to live in a house. Like for real in St. Croix. So like I've definitely gone through having a super duper off balance life in trying to do everything at once because I'm a person that likes to participate in everything. I have major FOMO and fear of missing out. And I can't stay idle. I literally cannot stay idle.
That's a Pisces thing, by the way. It ain't got nothing to do with her. It's a Pisces thing, but go ahead.
So I was working on a boat, on a catamaran. I still do on and off sometimes, but right now it's kind of off season. It's not touristy right now. And for a tourist dependent industry, work is either super duper fast or super slow. So this time last year, I was on the water all the time for months, going out, doing multiple trips a day. So by the time I get back into the bay at like 2, 3 a.m., the most I could do is try to head straight home. And then maybe if I'm not super duper exhausted that day, I call up a producer that lives not too far from the area in which we bring the dinghy in after we get off the boat. And I'm like, yo, you up? You know, insomniacs, musicians as we do, we're typically insomniacs and we work at nighttime.
Yeah.
But like, yo, you up? Yeah, man, mommy, we're going to slide through. And then that's like, miraculously, if I get a producer like that, like, at some 3 a.m. to like 6 a.m. work, and I gotta go home, take a quick nap, and be back on the boat by 10. Now my schedule is kind of like eased up. So I'm working for myself. I've been focusing like more on my personal ventures and whatnot, and the music side has expanded to where I have become the manager, I become a promoter, a designer, because I push myself as well as my band. I book my own gigs, and believe me, we be having like a gig a week at least, if not like 2, 3 in a weekend.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bruh. So we've become a lot more busy in that retrospect, and kind of trying to balance being a personal art, like your own artist, versus like you and your band, or like if you were to, I don't know. I feel like people that sing with like live music would understand what I mean. It's a little bit challenging because you focus on live shows. How can I perform? Where can I perform? This, and the third. Photo shoots, flyers, you know, like crazy shit. Yeah, bro. And then sometimes you forget the music. But we back better.
Okay. So, and that's good, because at least you keep it consistent, you keep the content out there, you know, and at least for those fans that you do have now, at least they be able to keep up on what CJ's going, you know, what's going on with CJ and also your band. So it's definitely good to know that you're your own you're your own cheerleader, promoter, everything. I don't think nobody's gonna go harder than you. I said that before. Do you get discouraged with doing everything sometimes?
Yeah. Sometimes it do get hard. That shit not easy, bro. But.
And what do you do not to quit? Because you know you got some people out there, as soon as they hit that first wall, that's it, they done.
After the excitement wears off, the passion keeps you going. It's a passion, bro. Like passion and discipline, that there's no getting away from it.
So do you experience any stress before going on stage?
Sometimes. It just depends on what's going on. Because as I said, I organize, promote, and push my own shows a lot of the time. So like I'm worried, is this in place? Is that in place? Are they here? Is this ready to go? Have our channels been mixed? What's going on with, you know, why is there this going on? It tends to be a little stressful sometimes, but for the most part, bro, it's smooth sailing. Like I've gotten over that first lump in performing, and the more you do it, it's like anything else you do. The more you practice, is the easier it gets. So the more shows I do, it's like I know what to prepare for, and I'm ready to go on. It catches me off guard less frequently.
Gotcha. Okay. So what is the biggest problem that you encountered in your journey of music?
Accessibility for local artists, because the community is so small and traditional, and it's just sometimes difficult to introduce something to people that's so far out of their normal range of liking. Because we like parang shake your pampalang music. If I can't throw up a finger gun in the foot, like people don't really like it for real. So like convincing locals who are like, oh, when is the next reggae show? When is the next fete? When is the next calypso show? Convincing locals like that to come out to like chill and smoke a joint in an R&B vibe. Sometimes it's a little hard because they're like, you know, like, it's like gonna be boring. Like you don't know how to market it to people.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So let's keep it there for a second, because you talked about an audience. How do you, when you do perform, how do you energize the audience?
Bruh, you just gotta talk to them, because at the end of the day, just because you're above them doesn't mean you're above them. Just because you're on stage looking down at them doesn't mean anything. At the end of the day, it's people. So like at my concerts, like people that come to my concerts now tend to be a little on the repetitive side, or they're coming with someone that's been already, so they kind of know what to expect. At first, people were kind of taken aback, like, I'm here trying to get the audience to attract. I'm like, yo, sing along. Hey, yo, chant this with me. Hey, yo, what's your favorite? You know, like asking people questions. What's your name? My band and I make a song on the spot about somebody in the audience. Yeah, like it's getting the people involved.
Get them engaged.
Yeah, and keeping them engaged.
Keep them engaged. Mm-hmm. It's the hard thing to do when our damn attention span is less than 2 minutes. That's really hard to do, but at least it's challenging, but you don't give up. I love that.
Imagine getting people to sit down to watch an underground artist at a 2-hour show.
Ouch. Okay.
Our retention rate is pretty high, though. I'm not gonna lie.
So, 2 questions. I'm gonna get you out of here for part 1 of this episode. Now, and they're kind of the same almost. Now, can you tell me a time when you had your worst performance?
Oh God, bro. I'm gonna be very candid with you. No, bro, like for real, like, okay. I'm gonna give you 2, actually. One of them, bruh, my friend had just passed away. I was so despondent, and I had like a mental breakdown on stage. Literally, bro, I never had anything like that happen to me. I was in front of people in a restaurant, like fine dining, upscale, and I was there like in sneakers and like some shorts and a t-shirt. We feel like I was already kind of self-conscious. I was feeling bad. Like it was just not a great time, bro. I sang one song by Anita Baker. I sang Sweet Love. I said, I'm sorry guys, please excuse me, on the mic. And I went to the bathroom and started wailing, bro, crying. Bro, the audience heard me from outside the bathroom. I was like, oh my God.
but even after you pouring your heart out, reclining in the bathroom,
I had to leave. I'm not gonna lie. That's the only show in life I couldn't finish. I couldn't finish it, bro. I tried.
Your loss.
It's okay. But I'll give you another one. So my first show that I like promoted, pushed, did myself, it was, I wouldn't say it was quite a loss because I gained experience. But I broke even flat. I broke even to pay my people, but I couldn't pay myself after I had already spent like $400 or $500 on it. Yeah, bro. So I was a little discouraged. It wasn't my worst show. The quality is always top tier. Like, one thing about my band is that we're always gonna push quality of a performance over like quantity. I don't know how that would apply in this case.
I got you.
Yeah.
You give a quality show versus just
Despite
shit to get them in
how
and out.
shitty we're feeling, that only like 12 people showed up to an event that's meant for 150. Yeah, it's okay though. But somehow we still broke even. Have no clue how. And when I say broke even again, I mean I was able to pay my people. And it's okay because lessons learned and we're better for it now. That's never happened to us again. Actually, I'm a house band for one of the local clubs at home. And we're one of the only bands that are able to pay themselves every single time, consistently. Like, not off of, like, the money they make, like, off of what we make. And, yeah, door. Which is kind of, like, hard for a small island, you know?
Right. So if I'm asking you about your worst performance, tell me a time when you had your best performance, when you went to bed smiling, woke up the next day smiling because you know it's a success.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been more in the moment lately, so I've been really grateful for all my recent performances. Like everything that happened this year for the most part, with the exception of that one kind of like flop show in February. Bruh, like we've been on some good type of timing, bro. Like I've been feeling so euphoric after performing, whether there's like 50 people or 150 people. But I won't lie, the nights that I feel the best are the nights where like the audience is all digging this shit. They're waving their hands, they're hollering, hooping, and they're having a great time, like screaming the lyrics back at me on stage. There's nothing more gratifying than that.
Okay. All right, well, this has been part 1 of Hanging with CJ from the VI. We're going to be back. We're going to see you in a little bit. Part 2. Anything you want to say before we get out of here?
It's CJ, the real girl, your girl BaZ. Watch ya. West Bank or no bank for the jokey grass. We from the west side, the best sides. Cruise girl for life. Bow.
Man, right out of here.